जहाँ बानी से है दुश्वार तर कारे जहाँ बीनी, जहाँ बानी से है दुश्वार तर कारे जहाँ बीनी, जिगर खूं हो तो चश्मे दिल में होती है नजर पैदा। बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम। आज जो हम इकट्ठा हुए हैं, तकरीबन आप लोग 10 लोग हैं, जो एक तरह से कोर ग्रुप है। दिस इज आवर कोर ग्रुप ऑफ टीचर्स, प्रिंसिपल, एडवाइजर्स and myself. So we are going to present what is our basically target in the next 3 years. What are we planning? What are we going to achieve? And I will throw some thoughts on beyond those 3 years as well. So let's start. This is Hera Public School, Phadgudia. Objective for the next 3 years. We are going to freeze our infrastructure construction this year, end of this year. Beyond this year, we are basically at this moment, boys hostel, new boys hostel with a capacity of about 200 is under construction. It's almost final stages. We expect it to be fully completed within next 1 month. After that, there will be no major construction. There will be minor improvements, renovations, enhancement of facilities, but no major construction. Everything will stop. And with the present infrastructure, we are going to have a day population of 1,600 to 1,700 maximum in the school, from nursery up to class 12. And that number will be frozen. We cannot take any more students beyond that, because we have fixed a very optimum number of students per class of about 40. And for the nursery, we have a fixed number of 15 per teacher per classroom. So that's in the hostels, we have a capacity of 250 for boys and about, I think, total capacity of 250, out of which 200 are boys, about 50 to 70 girls. So this is going to stay for the time being. Now, our main objective for the next 3 years will be to focus on the quality of education and success in the competitive exams. Quality of education, the first priority is language skill, communication, English proficiency. I find that most of students who go for competitive exams from our region, they are at a very great disadvantage. Their deficiency in English language communication, reading, writing, understanding, in every aspect. This is a very, very important aspect, and we want to focus to really bring it at par international standard, not Indian standard, but international standard. Reason for that, I will explain to you a bit. So what we have done is that we have put very great emphasis on our nursery school, that students after 3 years of nursery, they are able to communicate in English. When they go to class 1, they should, without any hesitation, without any limitation, they are able to express themselves in English, and they are able to understand English, proper English, for which we have set up digital classrooms for them, where stories are narrated in English, and they are asked to listen, and they are doing exercise in storytelling. So all these things are tools how to improve their English. Okay, that's one aspect. Second aspect is, let's go to this, our overall objective of the education, which I have put down here, is the approach to education. It is obvious to most of us who have been active in the field of education for some time that traditional classroom, syllabus-based, exam-oriented and valueless, that word is very important. This is a value-neutral education people are trying to give. If education is value-neutral, that means you don't believe in God, you don't believe in anything. There's no value. There's no spiritual orientation to your approach to education. We do not believe in that. We believe values are very important for life. They are the ones which stand with you in the time of distress, in the time of challenges. So, The traditional classroom, syllabus-based, exam-oriented, valueless approach to education is insufficient and incapable of realizing the desired objectives, which may be defined as follows. These are our objectives of the education. Number one is God consciousness, spiritual fulfillment, and a pleasant persona. Pleasant persona means your personality should be such that people would like to listen to you. People would like to come near to you. People would like to seek advice from you. But how can that happen? Is that you have a smiling face. Second is adequate knowledge base. That means you must have sufficient knowledge. Not just sufficient, beyond sufficient knowledge. So knowledge is very important. Knowledge is not information only. Information is basis of knowledge, but information is not knowledge. Knowledge is applied information. When you apply information, you have certain information. When you are able to apply that information in practical situation, then you have knowledge. Otherwise, you don't have knowledge. Wisdom is one step beyond knowledge. When knowledge matures, it becomes wisdom. Okay? So, second is adequate knowledge base. Third is communication and interpersonal skill, which I was earlier telling you. Communication means linguistic skills, basically. Skill in language. You are able to talk, you are able to understand from what people are saying, and you are able to interpret. And interpersonal skill is how do we interact with people. When somebody is talking to you something, you need to listen, because without listening full from the person, you cannot come tell you. And halfway before he finishes his question, you have got the answer. That is bad interpersonal skill. So we need to train our students into interpersonal skills. Interpersonal skills can be developed by a group activities. How do they interact with each other in groups? Whatever group activity they do. For example, you're going group discussion. You give them a topic, put them on a table, 5 or 6 or 10 of them, and ask them to prepare points for discussion, questions, answers. And then the teacher stands there and he directs them. Okay, he starts. This is today's topic, and everybody has got a view on this topic. He will give his view, others will counter it or ask questions. So, but the discussion must be in a very civilized and organized manner. It should not become a shouting game. You understand? So that is what the interpersonal skill is. Personal discipline and self-confidence. Again, personal discipline means, I suppose you all know what personal discipline is. Like you sleep, you have enough sleep, you go to bed at time, you rise early. Your spiritual activities like prayers and all that are performed on a routine basis, on a daily basis. Your food habits, your other habits like some people smoke and all those things. So management of all those, these are the disciplinary situations for people. So personal discipline, self-confidence. And when you talk to the people, you must express self-confidence. That means whatever you are talking, you have knowledge of it. And whatever knowledge you have, you must express with real confidence. Next is creative, resourceful, and positive attitude. This is really what makes people successful in corporate sector. Creative, resourceful, and positive attitude. Like in a very simple words, people call it can-do attitude. I can do it. Even though you have no idea how to do it, but I can do it. Means, yes, I am very confident. I'll go and find out how to do it. I will find what I need to do, and I will do it. So, and there are people who will say, oh, this is very difficult. How to do this? Where am I going to get this? I don't know anything about this. Person with a positive attitude, he will definitely look what you are asking him, not like jumping into the fire. He will understand what we are asking, but he will be creative. That means he will find new ways of doing things. Creative means you find a way to do which other than what the other people do. It's a new way of doing things, is being creative. Okay? It's not jugaad. Jugaad is a very crude thing. Creative is very refined thing. Resourceful, that means he will know where to get things. Okay, where to get, if he needs advice, he will know from whom to get the advice. If he needs certain materials, he will know from where to go and around and search and get material. So that is resourceful. Positive attitude, I'm sure you all know what is positive attitude. It's to willing to do things, and instead of resisting to do. Next is physical fitness and health awareness. We are all very well aware of the importance of physical fitness. If I am a sick person, I can have fantastic ideas, I can have fantastic resources, but I will not be able to perform anything. I will be really, half the time I will be unable to, will not have the energy even to try. So physical fitness and health awareness is very, very important, and this applies to yourself as well as to the students. So what you will cultivate, try to cultivate, inculcate among the students, you have to apply to yourself first. If you are asking them to do exercise and do jogging and running, you better do yourself as well. So you need to be fit so that they will follow and